Welcome back, guys. This is round number 7 of the 2025 Kenya National Youth and Cadet Chess Championship. We are looking at the games live, coming right up. Okay, so round number 7, a couple of games, the games have been underway for close to an hour now, 1 hour 7 minutes. They started at 11:20 East African time, and right now we are looking at the game between Cyprian Babu and Jesse Fabian. This is board number, the second board. The first game is actually already over. This was a game between Kaloki Hawa and Baraka Moses. That was a quick one. It was over in under 1 hour. This is how it went: a Sicilian, Bishop B5, and yeah, this move is actually a line, surprisingly, but very quickly this was a blunder castle here, because then it allows, I think black missed that the queen and the bishop and the queen, sorry, then the rook and the queen are aligned. Bishop can come to a3, winning an easy exchange. This is even worse because now you lose a rook at the far end. Still takes. Yeah, this is quite unpleasant. So in this position, white is up, full exchange, and 2 extra pawns. Yeah, there's really nothing left here. Rook comes to the 7th rank. It's a mop-up operation. Yeah, this is a new queen is coming up, and the queen is suddenly, you can't stop that. So well played, Barry Howie Kaloki, who also beat FM Jadon Simiu earlier yesterday. So this is quite the move. Then we have Jesse Fabian playing against Cyprian Babu, and this I believe was a d4, d5, yes. So pretty standard opening. Yeah, but it's quite noteworthy that in fact this particular line, these positions tend to be quite unpleasant for white. There are positions where it becomes a bit unpleasant. For black, not white, because you tend to see that black is confined to these 3, these 3 files, ranks, this, here, and here, because of this big center. This is why Cyprian plays c5, and that situation is not true anymore. Now he has access to this rank as well. So they're meant ranks, not files. So that's quite something as well. Then we have the next game between Genevieve Mashao and Yvonne Mwashe. It seems to have moved quite a bit. I left it early on when Genevieve had a slight advantage. I think the initial start was d4, d5, form of arete, symmetrical. And yeah, these moves are underrated. Often whenever white plays c4, you don't often see a pick, and this becomes Catalan-like. Actually, it's a Catalan, not a arete anymore. And in this position, actually, there was, I think, a pawn has been lost in these exchanges. White has lost a pawn. This was played. Now, ideally, black should have picked this pawn back. That's what was an even position, but picking here was definitely not a good idea. I think maybe white was concerned that this knight could be trapped, but it can't be trapped because you're attacking the queen. If takes, this check happens and you lose the knight, but instead of taking back this knight, the queen is hanging, and white can just take this queen, making it not that, serious anymore. So here white is just down a very nice clean pawn, and these trades are pretty good for black. So black is much better. Black is a pawn up and threatening to win this game. Genevieve had, you need to check the last round, a completely winning position against Zuri Kaloki, top rated player in the category. Unfortunately, she lost that. She drew that game. She must be kicking herself because you don't get many times that kind of a position against Zuri, which she did, and she wasn't able to win it. Yeah, now she has a chance against Yvonne Mwashe. This is a passed pawn. It's going to get protected, and it will be very difficult to stop. Plus, you have a bishop versus knight. Bishops are long-range pieces, so they can do a lot of work from where they are. And you can see already this is coming, this is coming, this is also coming, and where will this knight go? Pretty unpleasant kind of situation right now. So we are looking at the possibility that this will be over quite fast actually. Unfortunately, this connected 4 pawns, there is really no way that white can break this. In fact, what black can also do is just change ideas and come infiltrate, bring in the king, maximize your pieces, you know. Yeah, rook comes in into this, okay, maybe trades, then they bring in the king into this position, push the pawn, and life will become absolutely miserable for white. So this is pretty much gone as well. So the other game that we want to look at is Warimo David versus Maoga Trevor. I think this, I looked at it before we started the stream, and there's a big blunder here. Already this knight is pinned, and in this position there is sorry, I need to turn off this engine. There's this pawn sacrifice, bam, bishop sacrifice. You can't take the bishop because the knight sacrifices itself, but if you pick it now, I pick your rook and I'm attacking your queen as well. This becomes what I call a power piece, and the number of options you have are quite limited. You can't even play here because I'll simply take the knight, and if you take my queen, I take back your queen, and I've won. You know, I'm a whole X in Japan. That's probably what one of the things that could happen. Instead, in this position, this was played right away. That doesn't look right actually. Interesting idea, because now you are attacking. Very nice sacrifice. Then you pick, you're attacking, then this a second time. I think probably, yeah, but what happens here? You can't defend this, of course, because the queen falls. So rook can't come in either. This will come in. King comes in. Is this holdable? No, it isn't, because you then lose your bishop on this other side. And what actually happened was exactly this. Yeah, this is the position we have on the board, and that has been played. In between move, it's a check. You definitely have to take this guy, and when the dust settles, I think white is up 2 pawns, and those are very healthy pawns. Bishop versus knight situation. This pawn is going to fall, and this is completely winning for Warimo David. Maoga Trevor will most likely lose this game. Another interesting game was Shukri Shakira versus Waso Abigail, an e4, e5, an Italian game. Again, I looked at the game very briefly before, and in this position, Shukri made an interesting knight transfer, very powerful. Again, you've castled too early as black, and white says, I'm going to bring my pieces in, and then they take back this way. Now their lines open up against this king, and the situation is quite chilling. Moves like d4 is going to be possible at some point. This is going to be possible at some point. Bishop is going to go out. I'm going to castle, bring the rook here, and literally this is a winning position, even though the material is equal, because this is a king. All these guys want to take out the king, and you can see they're all facing the king, literally. And those who are not facing the king, this guy, after castling, this rook is going to come in, and in the meantime, what can black do? Black doesn't have, the attack hasn't started, so it will take a long time before black can do anything on this side. So f6 trying to strengthen this square, but what does it do in exchange? It weakens this pawn and weakens this diagonal, so a later bishop check can come in and even worsens the position even more. One of the moves we said was possible, trying to defend that pawn, but in fact even here already a sacrifice was being recommended, because if this check happens, then you really can't play here because of check. When you come back on this side, a check happens, you must block with your knight, and then this bishop can actually come in, I think. Wait, even better, they're recommending another sacrifice. Okay, takes, bishop check. Okay. Yeah, so here already there was a sacrifice that was possible. You get 2 pawns for the knight, and if the king tries to escape, of course you can't try and escape this other side. Important note, because after this check the only move is to sacrifice your knight, and it's even worse because now this knight move has to happen, and I would imagine I'd bring in a rook, would I? I'd bring in this rook, and I'd probably, yeah, okay, it doesn't seem to work as well as I have in mind, but still winning completely. The line we were looking at earlier was takes, queen here, this check, king back, this check, knight comes out, you take out this knight, king takes, I'm saying bishop comes out, check, and you can't cross over. So when you play here, I think castling is a move. And yeah, there's this move here. Okay, interesting. That would not work. All right, interesting. So anyway, Shukri played, kept it simple, bishop out, castles, getting more pieces into the attack, and then now you open the lines by the move f3, takes off that bishop to keep your rook safe, free your queen, the bishop comes back to that weakened diagonal, and already you can win an exchange. So black is an exchange, white is an exchange up, planning to double the rooks. This is definitely not a good move, because once the rook comes in now, this knight can't move, and I think I have a feeling that must be what happened, although the game seems to have stalled. Alright, Riley Matingi versus Yasmin. I think this was a bit unfortunate for Yasmin. I think she blundered a piece very early on in this game, and yeah, so far so not bad. They are all good. Bishop back, this is all good. All good, even Stevens. Yeah, I wouldn't play g4. Yeah, but now here mistake has happened, because now you are losing material. You see, when you put your pieces like this, look at this rook and look at this knight, this pawn can come in and do a fork, and that's why this is losing immediately, because bishop takes, and now if you take with the pawn like this, then that fork happens. It looks natural, but it's actually very bad. So you have to take now with the rook, losing an exchange, and once you've lost the exchange, the situation is not any good. So here again, the opponent blundered quite a bit, because there up an exchange, but they give out this very nice pawn, and then you have these two pawns on the side, and it's not as clear anymore. So this is the kind of move that maybe Yasmin could have picked. They missed that, and now this knight has a very nice home on d3 that has been created. And after that pick, I think this game is literally over. Yeah. So opening more lines. Yes, already this is a pretty bad plan, a pretty, well, not bad, but challenging issue, because black simply wants to pick this pawn. Yeah. Let's say you play the suggested move, which is this, then white can actually just pick here. Okay. Then you pick this. In case you pick here, then you do move your king away, attacking the knight. So this is, and you can pick because you don't have this check. Yeah, you pick here. But even when you pick this guy, then there's this move, threatening to make a queen. Here we are. So, and this is what they're thinking through. Pick. Sorry, you can't pick back because but again you come and pin the knight. Plays here, picks it, check. King can go back. If you check me again, I can completely run out of the way. Yeah, and it's all tricky. We'll see how that develops. Actually, we are looking at Irari Dayson versus Kishon Elma, and this game has quite some fireworks. We can see. This was an English. What? Kishon is trolling the opponent, or it was a touch move situation? Must have been a touch move situation, and it will be quite something if, despite this, so moving your knight here puts it in the way of that bishop. So you take, thinking that I can't take back, you'll take the knight, but in fact this is possible. You've won a piece, yes, but your position is not good because of this. Okay, it's actually good. It's a piece down actually. White is down a piece. Oh, sorry, white is up a piece, not down a piece. Yeah. Quite an attack happening now. Ooh. What is going on here? This is quite the recovery. That's a checkmate threat, is it? Not quite. Wow. So must have been a touch move situation or a troll. I'm not sure what it is, but king d7. This is something. This is one for the history books. Really, I think I'd want to get this young man here to understand why they played, and their position is. Look at that move. King e7, king e8. No way that they have managed to recover from this position. They're a piece down. It seems as if white was doing everything right, but then they've left their king in danger for too long. Still fine. The rook is coming in. Then they missed the opportunity to get out of that situation. And maybe the plan initially was to take, but that doesn't work very well because of this fork threat. You also have this, and you wish you could castle as black, but you can't because you already moved your king twice. So instead what happened was that's what happened actually. Or is that it? Yeah, that's actually what happened. Then bishop check, bishop comes in, and then the rook is pinned, and this move d5, this is piece activity at the best. You are playing this. First there's a threat to pin, and secondly there's a threat to bring a bishop out. So this is in fact what happened. Takes, keep this king unsafe, open lines against this king. You can't just pick randomly because then the rook can come in all the way, and the king is very unsafe and airy. So yeah, the queen is attacked, just moving out of the way, attacking the bishop. You can't take the rook first because then this check happens and then they take your rook. So bishop is defended, takes the rook. Now we have 2 pieces for a rook, but then black has 200 pawns versus white's 4 pawns. I'm exaggerating a bit, threatening queen exchanges, which is the best move. Again, if you take this, you take back, and this bishop has a long way before they can come into the game. And if this is taken, I don't think you're taking back. I think this is a better move if you ask me. And then maybe this. Okay, that's better for white. So let's see how this would go. Picks, just pick back. No need for complications, but the bishop still remains out of play. Rook comes in, attacks this pawn. Can you take it? Prepare to push that pawn. Let's get this guy into the game. No, you can't do that because of this check. Wow, so this attack the rook up. Bishop comes into the game. Just take your pawn. And even though 2 pieces generally are better than a rook in most instances, this is 2 pieces. This is a rook plus 4 pawns in addition to, so this is definitely winning. So very nice play by white. This is by black. This is why white tried to avoid the queen exchanges. Yeah, there's a knight hanging which can be picked right away, but they pick this pawn check first, equally winning. They bring in the rook, and I think this is now just checkmate in 2 moves. No, takes the queen first. Queen goes, then you take the knight, and I think resigns is the most likely and most natural move that white can play. Geishan Elma playing in retrospect, it's generally a bad move objectively. Don't try this at home, children. Here, king e7, king e8. Must be a bet, must be a troll, but it is what it is. That one is over. Marc Antoine versus Manyeki Nathaniel. This is a game that we looked at earlier. Nathaniel had a good option early on. It doesn't look like it was a Caro-Kann. It was a Caro-Kann. Look at that knight sitting nicely on c5 square. Yeah, but now look at the need to, this is highly maneuverable. And there's a sacrifice here that doesn't make easy sense at first. Picks. If you pick it, the queen comes, threatening to pick here, and there is no defense. That is utterly surprising. pick here, defend your knight, rook comes out. No, this is too deep. Defend here. Oh, there's this check. No way. And you take the queen at the end. So let's see why this could be done immediately. Let's see here. So here the knight is attacked and the knight is pinned. So you can't play here because it's checkmate, and you can't play here because I think this move still works, and you can take the queen. Wow, so that tactic has been there for a while. So let's see here. Let's see, picks, plays there. Now because you know what's coming, let's play here with the queen. Then we pick this. Now play here. Rook up. Now this check doesn't have anything anymore. Let's bring in this guy up here. Oh, you can't play that. Okay. Let's bring in this rook here. This is it now. But this is difficult chess. You can't play chess like this. No way. No. That is too deep. If you play that, you play like a computer, although Manyeki could actually find a move like that at some point. So he didn't play it. Yeah, quick, simple developing moves. And Marc Antoine has to find the move to play at this point now. But lots of space for white on the queen side, lots of space for white in the center, lots of space for white in the king side. White is playing on all three sides of the board. That's always a sign of trouble. So Bishana has won. Warimo David James has won his game as well. I think we saw this a bit earlier, where this is where we left it. They picked, check, takes the queen back and takes the pawn, and basically saying that this position is, yeah, and you can't take here because of this move. Attacking your knight, attacking your rook. The bishop is sneaky from the back. So let's see what happened. Actually, that's what happened. Turns out, no, it isn't. Yeah, and again, you can't pick the knight because then this can't be stopped. You can't pick the bishop back. Yeah, so here Maoga resigned. And let's look at this game between Mbabu and Jesse Fabian. We left it, I think, here. It hasn't moved much. Yeah, so nice move by Mbabu Cyprian, because now the options are limited. If you take, there's only one open file in the position, and that open file is occupied now by black. Although you can simply bring this guy up, and after this takes, bring your king up, and you argue that your king is more active in a knight versus knight kind of endgame. This is likely what you're going to see. But it's fairly even, despite that. It's fairly even, I would say. Oh, this one would lose a pawn actually. So knights are very tricky. You lose a pawn, sorry, through this check. This one here. And when you try to go back, there's a check, and you can't surround this knight. It's always very tricky. It has many ways to exit. And actually, in this case, it's lost. Yeah. This would be drawish. Okay, fine. Many things there to try. Genevieve Mashao versus this has developed a little bit. I think we left it somewhere here. this is where we left it. Yes, and Genevieve did what we said, looking to transfer. Or you now, interesting, you can't pick. A very nice move, coming to attack this pawn, but actually played here. You can't pick because now you get pinned. Looks like you can save your knight rooks, but you can't because I pick, and take on b2, and this is as over can be. So here, what was played instead? Actually, it's Yvonne thinking this has been played. She's wondering what to do now, whether to pick here, and picking here is not recommended because of this. Picks, you can't pick with your knight, that is almost criminal, I think, because of this move. No, that doesn't work. So, okay, so you can pick here first, and then you're planning to bring your knight. If the king comes, that's even worse. You can trade off everything, and this position will be won by, even here already it's quite bad because this pawn ending is completely winning for black. Why do I say that is completely winning for black? You see, black has 3 pawns. Sorry, this guy, 2, 3. These 3 guys. And you'll have what is called a defended protected pass pawn. This king has to stay here guarding, and then now it will be this king and these 2 pawns versus these 3 pawns, and that will not end well for white. Just to give an example of where it may go, let's say let's try and keep peace. Okay, let's try and exchange of some of your pawns here. Okay, you want to bring your king up, I don't want to allow that. Then there's a move like this. I don't want to, no, just bring our king round. You hold on, king comes, I'm going to attack this guy, and then already this happens. And if you push, I can take back, and I can come round. You may think that you can stop this king. Say for example, when the king comes here, you may think you can play, let's say here, then when I play here, maybe you can play this move, looks very nice, but who's going to stop this guy? So you have to think about what you're going to do there. I get a free move, then there's this move, you come back, and let's see, can we get a move here? Yes, we can get a move right here. Let's play here. Waiting move. No, actually even easier. Play here. Push, takes. No, push, takes. Yeah, you can even push this. If you take here, this is a queen. So if you take here, just to show you how bad it is, I can actually allow you to take both pawns. You take here, I attack this guy. Push, I take, you take back, take here. And if you don't move that pawn up, oh, that was a blunder actually. You need to move up. Yeah, you have to move here to shoulder the king. Yeah, something like this. So anyway, it's a completely one position for black, whatever way you look at it, and that's really what we are trying to evaluate. And pawn endgames are fairly tricky, so you have to really pay attention. I think everyone has to think about what she's going to do here. Shukri has won against Waswa Abigail. Let's see how this has ended. Hi, how are you? Yeah, so let's see how this has ended. We left this, I think, at this point. Check, took an exchange, rook up, double the rooks, defending the rook at the far end, but now this is actually stuck. He's saving the pawn. I'm not sure that was necessary, to be honest. Rook back, tripling. Yeah, tripling the attackers against this pawn. Knight can't be defended. Takes back, free knight, takes back. Now that knight can be pinned. It is pinned. Rook comes in attacking. Take the queen. Yeah, and this is really playing a rook down. There's nothing to do. Yeah, wins that pawn. The b pawn is going to become a queen. Yeah, and checkmate is coming. Yeah, very nicely, because the king is cut off. Yeah, all right, fair enough. And Warimo James, we've seen that game. Cyprian versus Jesse. I think this was initially, yeah, this looked like it was drawish. Yeah, this is a fairly drawish line. And Genevieve versus Mwashe. A move has been played. Okay, that was the best move by the Indian, but it doesn't change the position much. It's a plus 4.5 position, and this is over. That is over. Riley versus Yasmin. Riley is already an exchange up with the better position. This we saw, and I think this one is already over. Marc-Antoine versus Nathaniel. There seems to have been some movement here. We can look at the game a little bit more. And oh, that move, was it necessary to hang that? I'm not sure. Yeah, because hanging that was not a good idea, and you lose a bishop there. Yeah, that's just a piece. So this is definitely over. I think Nathaniel wins this one. We could expect resignation anytime from Black. I'm not sure why this move. Did they just miss that the pawn is hanging? I'm not sure. This move was very bad in particular. Yeah. I'm not sure what they missed. This is under attack. That's defended twice. And let's see. It's still not easy. It's not easy at all. What White has to do, what Black has to do here. So yeah, this is what White has to do here to win. White is better, but there's a lot of maneuvering. But now, after sacrificing this pawn, then it's quite, and then looks like you're attacking the queen, but the bishop is taken attacking a queen. You take the queen, your queen is taken back. You can take the knight, but your knight also falls, which is I think what happened. And if you move your knight away, then this knight also moves away. So in this situation, it's essentially a pretty, yeah, this is, and it gets worse because this is going to be played and you have to move your rook away from somewhere, and this is possible. So really, yeah, really all moves win. Then the rook is going to come back, bishop is going to go away, and then this pawn is going to be moved all the way, become a queen, and checkmate will follow soon. Sounds very simple, sounds like I'm calculating 100 moves. I'm not. It's just natural positional chess. You improve your position by simple tactics, and that game is going to end in favor of Manyeki Nathaniel. I think this seems to be a fairly short round. We've covered most of what you can expect this game, yes, there's still room for some mistakes, but it's fairly even. It's fairly even, this game. Baraka versus Harry is over. This is over. Genevieve is much better. And actually, in this situation, she's winning an exchange. Because after that move, yes, then there's this rook is trapped. Nowhere to go to. Even if you have to take here, you can take here first. Take, and even this, you just lose a whole. Or you're saying don't even take that guy, because this knight is still trapped. It has nowhere to go to. So it takes back, and it's all. Yeah, this is all over. Well done, Genevieve. And then Warimwe David. Mauga is over. Shukri Shakira, this game is over. Yasmin versus Riley Martini. This is something seems to have changed. Okay, so you do not have, you can't play here because of check. Then you lose a piece, and you can't pick here. Sorry, yes, you can't pick here because this happens, and then check. But what Jasmine has played is the best move. Play here now. Now you really are threatening to take, and the only move you have is to try this. So if I pick like this, move out of the pin, attacking the knight. You still can't pick because check, move up, and I think you can take here. No, this will be too risky. Yeah, that will be too risky. Yeah, that will be too risky. So that one is not possible. And this will be too risky actually. You may even find white is slightly better nice drawn. So yeah, keep the knight trapped. King moves up. Alright. Oh, by the way, you cannot pick this because of this. And now white wins. Tricky rooks. Alright. Marc Antoine, I think the game has taken the line that we said it might. Yep. This has been played. King is going up. And the bishop is going to move out of the way, I think. Nice trap. Nice trap. If this is played, then I think Mwanyeki will 100% play this. Will 100% play this and pick here. Yeah, but all moves are winning. All moves are winning. I think here being just a piece up and a couple of pawns, one of which is passed, is pretty much something. There's this move. Not possible. Okay. So let's see the next move. What happened here? Yeah, the king came in to stop this check here. Okay, so picks, rook plays, but this knight now doesn't have any squares to go to, so you really have to pick, and then create space for the knight. But by creating space, then you allow this move, and this is also resignable as well. So this is over. it has been for a while, but the second game, Genevieve is much better. First time she didn't win, so it's not over until it's over. Let's see what has happened. So all the games are, other than Babu and VC Fabian, which will be a draw, I'm predicting. These others are progressing. Yasmin, let's see what has happened. We're expecting this move. And then a defense of that pawn. Will the king come up this way? And this is not possible because of check. You have to go back. Yeah, so interesting. Dennis has remembered us. Come over, Dennis. We've wondered where you are actually. Thank you for coming. How are the games going? Someone said you're a great chess commentator, and I didn't know whether it was true or not. So here you go. Let us see your gift. That person lied. Why?
No, I'm not a good commentator.
Let's try. Let's give it a shot. Dennis, here you go. Guys, if you don't know Dennis, then the fact that you're watching any of these things live is because of this guy. He's a technical guy, the guru, the big man, the chief. And what do we do for you, sir?
Maybe you can switch to playing.
I can switch to?
Next to evaluation page to playing. But we have the only games that are live.
Interesting. So there he has come and improved
that's the only thing I can do.
You can improve the technical side. So just look at that. I am looking at, and what does this do?
It gives you the
evaluation.
Yeah.
Okay. And
but if you be wrong, the correct evaluation should be board to board.
Okay, so this is
where you get the information
about the tournament itself.
I've not updated it as of now.
Okay.
Then the boards and the players.
Alright, these are the guys who
plus the live ratings in case somebody is gaining, in case somebody is losing. Ban is currently has gained 32.
Zenith 56.
Yeah.
Kyle, Simiyu FM has lost 12 despite winning 7 out of 8 games.
Yeah, so this is just a tabulation as per the games that are on DGT and not on the ones that are on. So you have to play on the DGT the whole time for it to continue updating.
Okay, so it's probably not losing any rating points.
Yes.
Okay, anything about this tournament? What do you want to tell us? What do you want to tell us about this particular round? What's going on? Let's do playing for now.
A bit of shocks coming up. I can see Genevieve is back to getting her arms right. She missed a move in the previous game against Zuri.
Queening first.
Yeah, queening first, but she opted to do A7.
Did you talk to her about it? What did she miss?
She missed A7. No, she missed queening first and opted to go A7.
She didn't realize that queening was a move?
No. She didn't realize that at all. And even afterwards, in my analysis, I thought that was still not a drawn game.
It was drawn, completely drawn.
What happens if I bring my queen close to the king and I continue pushing the pawn?
You don't have time because this other queen can also check you.
But I'll have shelter of the queen.
No, you will not. There's no time when you have that opportunity. I was looking at it live after A7 is drawn. 000.
Oh.
Despite having 2 points.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is...
Yeah. The loss for Bella losing to Fantalis opens the whole pool to everybody. Currently, Fantalis has maximum points. Shukri has maximum points. The 3 remaining games are quite... The 3, yes, they are decider games. Both of the 2 girls have taken their buys.
This category you're talking about under 14, this is under 8, under 10, under 12, under 14. Let's see here. Yeah, you're saying that in this category, you're saying that the current rank after round 7.
Yeah, I don't think it's been updated fully.
Yeah, Bella is on 14, Shukri is on 13.
Yes.
and Fantalis on 13.
So both of them are going to have maximum.
All three have taken
their buys.
All of them have taken?
I think Bella takes her buy in the afternoon.
So Bella hasn't taken her buy?
Yes, Bella takes her buy in the afternoon. Yes, Fantalis has taken hers. Buy? Shukri has also taken hers. Yes.
Has taken hers.
Bella takes hers in the afternoon.
Wow, so Bella is not in a good position?
No, not at all.
Okay, so it means that currently the leaderboard. Remember that in this tournament, when you get a buy, that buy doesn't really count. You get a 0. Why, Dennis? Why not give someone a point, man?
So this is, according to FIDE, there is a certain. There is a way that the round robin works so that you meet everybody and everybody is getting a buy at the same time, and all of you have to get buys at different timings. Then this buy does not mean that you have a point. It's called a virtual point. So in arbitration, we normally say that a buy or rather a walkover, it's normally counted as a virtual point. And that is the reason why even after the whole ranking, the buy will still not appear because it's considered you played against a virtual opponent. Yes. So, whose game has just gone down?
What is that?
There's someone's game that has just gone down.
Yeah, one moment. We can have a look at it. Let's remove this play. And see. I think the game.
Mark Anthony and Manyeki.
Yeah, this has ended.
Yeah, it was Manyeki got an early advantage.
I'm curious why this board of ours is very small. Dennis, what did you do it? This camera of ours. Let's increase the size a little.
The afternoon games will be quite. I've just released the top boards for the afternoon games. Hera meets Shukri.
Oh, on the top board, no, on Cassidy.
Yes, Hera meets Cassidy on the top board. We have Howie meeting Jamie Obora. We have Jasmine meeting Gishuga Wanjiko. Again, a very tough opponent for the two of them. I feel where we're going now to the last decider games. So, and stamina is really playing a very huge role into all of these games.
Yeah, let's see how this game ended. By the way, just as we look at it, and it probably need to do something very small. Please forgive me, guys. We need to make something that our board looks like a real board rather than what we have. Yeah, so please take us through the pairings again, Dennis. Like, what's happening in the afternoon?
In the afternoon, on under 18, we have in the under 18 open, we have Jamie meeting Kaloki Hawi.
That's a big one.
We expect a lot of activity on it. We also have the two Simiu brothers meeting. I don't know, it will be purely a family affair. But definitely, Jadon, the FM knows he's not in a good position, so his win will really mean a lot to him. Kaloki is still lying on half a point ahead. So it means he really needs also to pull up his socks. It's under 14, under 16 we'll see Cyprian meeting Orlando. Tough game as well.
Let me see if I can pull that up. This is under 8, 10, 12.
I don't know whether you have chess.com.
14. This is 14, eh?
I don't know. I've loaded the games on chess.com. I don't know whether you have the link.
I have the link, but I've not opened it. So maybe we'll be using that in future once you've gotten there. So this is under 14 girls, under 14 open. Now what's going on here? Under 14 open. So yes,
we have in this category we have Mwamba meeting Winjo. Very tough game.
Very tough game.
Very tough.
Mwamba currently leading. Okay.
Yes. Winjo has 3.5.
Yeah.
Wins to the cream. Taji is meeting Olushiri Joe, Olushiri Nyangala. Jeshurun, that is. Trevor has just succumbed minutes ago.
Yeah, that was
to Rimwe, David. So that category is quite again a tough one.
Yeah, you can see nobody is really pulling away.
Yes, nobody. It's quite a tough thread. If we go to under 16 open, that one.
Under 16 captain,
If we go to round 9, sorry.
Yeah, we are around 8 now. Right is not updated. Babu CPM versus Kyle.
Well, that may be an error. Kyle won the game.
Yeah, I know Kyle won
So
this game, yeah.
let me just go
Nice
back and
turnaround.
make sure it's uploaded.
Okay.
So on round 9, we have Orlando meeting Cyprian.
Yeah, big one.
Tough games.
Big game.
It's a tough game.
These are tough games all around. I don't know whether there's ever a time when the games aren't tough in this category. Under 14, under 15.
Fireworks everywhere. Fireworks everywhere. I don't know who is meeting who in under 14 girls.
Let's see.
I don't know who is meeting Fantalis.
Under 14 girls.
Yes.
Under 14 girls, let's have a look. Yeah, this is round number...
actually, ranking for round 7 is already out.
Yeah, ranking for after round 7 this was already out. Bella 14, Shukri 13. This you already saw.
Okay.
But for the pairing, this is...
Just press and play pairing stroke results.
Yeah. But I should have had it open. This is what I'm looking for. I already have it. I think no, we changed, we moved. Okay, fine. So fair enough. Let's look at this. So round number 9.
Fantalis meeting Waswa. Tough game.
Waswa really, really strong. The Waswa Abigail, this name, people don't know this name, but they should.
Yeah, they should.
Why should they know this name?
That's the president's daughter.
That's Chess Kenya president, that's right. And
yes.
For those of you who are not aware, and maybe you can't see the whole window, let me just get this out of the way so you can see. Waswa Abigail is a daughter to President Wanjala.
He's also a strong player.
Wanjala is a strong player. He's crushed me at some point. Actually, we were playing in Mombasa Open, I think 3 years ago, and he beat me in a Sicilian topple variation.
Okay.
I had a better position, but he doesn't work on his opening a lot. But if he gets out of the opening, fine. You won't have it easy. So, but the point I was making is that this office has been in place for 8 years.
Yeah.
Is it 8 or 10? 8.
8 years.
But in 8 years, the graph for chess in Kenya has grown tremendously.
Yeah.
You're not that old, so you don't know what was happening in chess 8 years ago.
No.
What do you know about Chess Kenya? What do you know about the current office? What do you know about the future? Dennis?
I think I joined chess. I started playing chess quite early. Was introduced to chess by my cousin Washani Washira.
Oh, Washani is your cousin? Washani, one of Kenya's FM.
The CM.
No, Washani is not a CM, he's an FM.
No, he's
a CM.
Yes.
Candidate master.
Yes, he's a candidate master.
Tello, please sit so you don't get tired. That's my daughter parenting as well. Please sit, Tello, please sit. You'll get your food. When your sister is out, come. Sorry, this is parenting, guys. You can follow what we are doing all the way. So, yeah. Washani is very nice to know. Okay, so I'm not really sure what happened there, guys, that we lost audio, but we had a very interesting conversation with Dennis, who tells me that Washira Washani, a candidate master, is actually his relative. So, and you guys have had a chance to look at my head there. So we're waiting for Dennis to come back a little bit, and when Dennis is back, then we get to know more a little bit about what happened and how we got into chess and where we are now, where chess is heading. Dennis himself has had a pretty big impact on the game. And this must be close to his area code. Yeah, so thank you. So yeah, let's see if we can literally have a run through some of the games that we have. Let's see. Yeah, and we sort of have to make everything look nice and dandy, guys. That's the plan, so we don't have too much. Yeah, we'll keep improving on this all the time, so bear with us. I'm not sure which this is what I'd worked on earlier, but somehow I think I missed the bot and something else related. So sorry guys, so these are some of the challenges of trying to do all these things by yourself, but eventually they do get to run. So this game ended, I think the game between Marc Antoine and Manyeki, we already saw that the position wasn't very good, and I think at this juncture Marc Antoine opted to resign here, because if you take takes and this checkmate is literally unavoidable. Yeah, and in fact that's a checkmate on the board. That's what we have. So Marc Antoine respectfully does not resign. He's plays to the last. Yes, you're winning, but you have to earn it. So that's a well-earned win. So other games that were going on, Jesse, Fabian and Cyprian Babu have drawn. This was expected. I think we called this out quite early. And in this position, it's a complete draw really, just by repetition. So that's done. Genevieve Mashao has won her game against Yvonne Mwashe, and we left it here. And then simply attacking the knight and now attacking the rook, and not even allowing you to take back the queen, because now when the king moves, let's say the king moves here, this is a queen, and how sad can it be if you also take out the knight in the same way and continue. So that game is over, and Shukri Waswa, that is over. Yasmin Riley, I think this is over as well. Where did we leave it? I think we left it somewhere close to this. And let's see, let's go back a little bit. Something like this. I think we left it somewhere here where that had been played. This was being attacked. And this is pretty much over. Yes, and just wins 2 pawns. And you cannot catch the other pawn. So even if you were to take this pawn, this will move along, and this is reasonable as well. So I think that is the last of the games. We've seen pretty much all the games. This is round number 8. It's been a fairly short round compared to the others. The next round starts at 3:30 p.m. That is 2 hours from now. This is GMT plus 3, so subtracting 3 hours, that's at around 12:30 GMT. Will go into round number 9. So this has been your host, Dr. Victor Ngani, 2018 International Chess Champion and a member of Team Kenya to the Chess Olympiad in Batumi, Georgia in 2018, and also top 10 player of the country. I keep saying that's not for long because we never know how the juniors are coming up. They're coming up quite fast. I'm giving myself, if I can improve my rating by 300 plus, this will continue for some time. If I don't improve, then these juniors are going to take over and take over comprehensively. Cheers guys, stay tuned. This is Raising Chess Champions in Africa. Again, maybe I can take this time to show you what you should do just in case you don't find the link. Keep checking. You go to youtube.com, type in YouTube. Once you're on YouTube, then you go to the search bar on YouTube. Here, that search bar, you search for Raising Chess Champions in Africa, where it's right there. And once you get that, you click on the channel, and once you've clicked on the channel, then you will always find, if you're live, the live video will be showing right here. Do subscribe, do share, do leave a comment, let us know how to improve. Your support counts for a lot. That's pretty much what we get. This, remember, this is voluntary. I'm not paid for this, and we don't really make at this juncture more than $1 per month on YouTube. So do support by giving a comment, post something. We do this to ensure that we have good records, that we have good support. It's for the love of the sport. And I also document my daughter's progress. My 2 daughters, Ariane Hera and Ariella Tengo, both of whom are playing in these playoffs. These are the 2025 National Youth Chess Championship playoffs, where we have the best of the best. The top 11 in every category are playing round robin to determine who the national champion is going to be in each of the even age categories. See you in round number 9.